That's Sadiq Khan, my favourite subject. Plank of the Year coming up soon. He's very much in the running. He's only, if it hadn't been for Harry and Meghan...
Plank of the Year? Oh, he
Plank
should
of
be.
the Year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this is the thing, it's been Sadiq
It's
Khan's
a bit
year.
London-centric, though, Mike.
Well, funnily enough, the hatred for Sadiq Khan, I think, is national.
It's funny how it transcends it. I just think of all the people who are not in London.
Yeah.
Why do they care? Why do they hate him? But everybody does.
Well, because he's a very hateful character. I mean, you look at him and you go, what is wrong with this guy? And his latest one, right, is apparently, and City Hall are denying it, but I think it's a bit of a non-denial denial, that he appears to have done some kind of deal with United Airlines when he went on his... I mean, trade mission to America. Why is he going on a trade mission to America? We haven't got a trade deal with America. Biden doesn't want to give us one, but he went anyway. And apparently he got some business class seats in exchange for a sort of PR duopoly, if you like, where he says that he didn't get involved in anything, but there are pictures of him standing in front of a United Airlines plane saying, oh, isn't it great, United fly 23 flights every day now from Heathrow. And you kind of go...
If it looks like an advert and it sounds like an advert, mate.
I think if you're going to do that sort of deal, you have to be open and transparent.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not suggesting he took any money or anything like that, but he certainly got some business class seats, we believe.
At least get first class, right?
Well,
like, have a bit of ambition.
Yeah. I mean,
extra 1 inch legworm.
He's selling the mayoralty of London cheap.
Yes, he really is.
Almost as bad as selling it in the first place.
Shouldn't be flying, ulez.
Well, that's the other thing.
He shouldn't
be flying because he's telling us all the time
telling us
that we shouldn't even be driving, which is another reason that people hate him, because he takes his dogs for a walk in one of his cars, of which there are 3, takes the bodyguards with him, drives for 3 miles to a piece of green land somewhere like Clapham Common to walk a dog, when there's plenty of other pieces of green land near where he lives. You know, he's just a very annoying man, I think, isn't he?
Annoying. Yes.
Yeah. And he keeps going on and on about...
If you open voting, I'll vote
all
for
the
him
good
for
things, all the good
year.
things that he's doing in London. And people that live in London, lived in London, me all my life, I was born here, you know, he's definitely made London worse. Jeremy Clarkson put out a tweet the other day, which I can't repeat because there was some swearing in it, but basically he said, you know, he's travelled around the world and everywhere he goes, he talks about London being the greatest city in the world. He said, but Sadiq Khan is basically ruining it.
The thing that winds me up the most is that he has this night czar, Amy LeMay. Her salary's gone up every year. She's paid like 168,000 during her time in office.
Yeah.
London's nightlife has tanked. Like, you can't get lay licenses. Half the clubs have shut.
Right.
Someone FOI'd her diary. She's not doing anything day to day. And it's just symbolic of the problem. He has this very highly paid person who ticks all the right boxes, and then the actual thing that she's supposed to do, one of the things which actually did used to make London a great city 10 years ago, you could go out in London spontaneously. There were places that were open till 6. There were places you got to at 6 if you were really on it. Now, nearly all of that's gone, and that's under him, despite having a highly paid...
It looks like he might... You know, it looks like he's on his way to winning
the
another
Tories
term.
Incredibly have found the worst candidate to put up against him, Susan Hall, who is a very fine woman and somebody that we've had on this show many times. But I don't think she's got it. I don't think she's just not really going to unseat anybody.
Yeah, you got the Reform on one side,
and
Howard Cox, and then on the. I wonder whether you need Jeremy Corbyn to get Sadiq Khan out, because he'll actually take a decent percentage of the vote.
Well, there was some suggesting maybe we should bring Boris Johnson back and let him have another go. But I think even that it wouldn't happen, would it?
I can't. I'd be absolutely amazed if he came back and did that.
It's been a hell of a year.
No, exactly.
We've still got some time before New Year comes. I'm not sure you could guarantee that it wouldn't happen.